Umpire Andrew Coates prepares to start play. A very important game for both of these sides. They've lost only one match so far in the season. 4-1. The Cats and the Roos. Geelong to the right in the first quarter. Chance for Armstrong to get clear. He didn't get very far. And the umpire's going to come in and do it all again. Low cloud, it's certainly that at the moment. Hazy. 13 the overnight low expected. Knocked down by King, who played very well last week. McFarlane getting his first touch. Onto Carey. Quick hand pass. Very slick to King. King kicks down towards centre half forward. No mark. Yes, there is a mark taken down there by Geelong. And the Cats are going to run it out. McGrath had the job on Richardson last week. They played him a little bit loosely, but it was a very, very good matchup. Colbert kicks across his body up towards the centre wing. Not too many options available for him. And he takes really the only one open, and that was to go for the boundary line. Milestone coming up for him shortly in his 50th. Tonight, number 48. So King and Capuano, two of the young guns of the AFL. King, as I said, did really well last week in his first game. And I know you and I were both very impressed with him, Kev.
I thought it was a fantastic debut by the youngsters. Something like about 18 possessions for King last week, and there's Brewer sitting on the interchange bench, and it could be a injured thumb.
King down towards right half forward. That's as far as it's going. Carey chops it off. It's going to go across the ground. Well, the umpire's found a free kick down to North Melbourne.
Ronnie Burns was the player there, interfered after the kick, Pete.
Anderson kicks down towards centre half forward. Scholl got two hands to it, nearly ridden into the ground, and he was. Bell, hurried hand pass. Opportunity for Stevens, 48 metres out, goes at goal. Looks pretty good, he's kicked it. First blood to the Roos at the G. Great long goal from Stevens. 1 goal North Melbourne, Geelong yet to score.
Well, you couldn't get a more informed player than Anthony Stevens just at the moment. He was tremendous last week. He picked up 3 goals in the victory over Adelaide, and right back into it here tonight. Very quick hands. Bell was able to create that little bit of space, and Stevens running on to 50 from the midfield. Very dangerous player.
So we see Brewer back onto the ground following a dislocated finger. And interesting, Barnes is picking up Corey McKernan. A chance for Anderson out wide with Ronnie Burns. Overruns the ball. So Mensch ambles onto that left boot. Kicks inside 50, Hocking from behind. Ground level, Brewer. Very dangerous, quick player for the Cats. Ronnie Burns, caught. Now the ball is being brought back here to Brewer. Now it's going back to Ronnie Burns.
Yeah, a free kick transferred down the field, Kev.
So Burns' kick is an absolute shocker. He recovers well, fires the hand pass back to Mensch. Kicks now to the front of the goal square. Mighty Mick Martin takes a diving slips catch. Play on, says the umpire. Laidley's caught under a lot of pressure, and he's been caught high.
So Dennis Pagan opening a game with Wayne Carey running across the half-back line. Started that way last week, and well, I guess was happy with the end result of 5 goals when he moved him to the forward line later on.
And Laidley's got the big job of picking up Peter Ricardi. He's kicked 7 goals in the last 2 weeks. Brownless falls over. McKernan with quick hands gets it across to King. Byrne runs him down. Barnes gets support on centre wing. Over the top, Simpson kicks back to 50. Big pack of players. All North Melbourne. Carey already with a couple of quick possessions. Kicks back to Barnes. Good punch way by Scholl at ground level. Rock goes in hard. Barnes once more. Pumps the ball back into 50, but Carey's there again.
Well, this is a schoolyard kick. The kick just at the moment. Carey loose across half-back, and Mensch doing the same sort of thing. So just at the moment, they're going end for end.
Carey, 2 best and fairest at North Melbourne. All-Australian captain a few seasons back in 1993. He's at right half-back at the moment. Kicks up towards centre field. King, there he is. We spoke of him earlier, the size 17 boots. This is McKernan, formerly of the Crows and one of the fastest players in their squad. Carey from behind, couldn't complete the mark. Ball was touched, says the umpire. Stevens gives away the hand pass. Laidley's almost caught. onto Fairley, oldest man on the North Melbourne list. Long kick, bounce is going to be a factor. It certainly turned out that way. The rifleman, Tanner, got it away, and the Cats should be able to come clear. They do. Kick up towards right half forward. One of the quickest players in the competition, Ricardi. Now Colbert from Brewer. Martin does the tidying up work. Again to Fairley. Fairley to Carey. With a duck with a new job. Stevens from Burns. Anderson. Back to Carey, getting plenty of kicks and bothering the statisticians. And the Cats forwards down there. No mark taken. Plenty of Geelong players. Tanner for Pickering. Measures the kick outside. McKernan on his own. Over the head of Archer. The kick is towards Couch. A late withdrawal last week. Clear of Carey. Has time to measure it to Brownless. Nearly the good mark. And Anderson kicks into the man on the mark. And it ricochets out of bounds off Billy Brownless. And it will be thrown into play about 35 to 40 metres out from goal.
And Carey just picking up the ball at will across half-back. 5 kicks and a handball. 2 marks already, and we're only minutes into the first quarter.
So Wayne Carey, a dominating factor and not playing on the forward line. Chance for Bell. Cross half-back finds Laidley. Wants to bring the ball over the top to Bell. Comes back from half-back. Did it well. A casual bounce. Kicks it out in front, looking for Scholes. Simpson did well. Pickering, an outstanding midfield player. To Colbert, to Hocking, under pressure. Oh, caught high, bang, down he goes. McKernan gives him support. Back to Couch, the Brownlow medalist. The boy from Boggy Creek gets it across. Billy Brownless to Ronnie Burns. Should kick a goal. A bit of magic.
That is just absolutely sensational, isn't it? It's great to watch a gifted player, and Ronnie Burns in his first year over in Victoria after playing with West Perth and previously St Mary's up in the Darwin League. Hocking there in the midfield, well, he wore it, goes to the ground, still able to get the ball off, and eventually ends with Burns, who was very lively early right throughout this quarter so far.
One goal apiece in the first quarter at the MCG with 14 minutes left in the term. A very foggy night. Gary Hocking probably a little bit foggy after that knock he got. This is Bell from the circle. Barnes, punch away. McKernan, Freeborn, Rock, taken high, free kick. Anthony Rock. 5 goals, 7 so far for the year. Not going to add to his tally with that kick. Roberts might have been a chance. Cats defending desperately down there. Couch. And they had the numbers. Scholl, who was best on ground last week. Simpson. On to McGrath. To Pickering. As I said, the Cats with the numbers and running it out well. Carey in front. Almost, yes, we'll get a free kick. Wayne Carey, short of midfield. Hocking stands the mark. Carey goes long. McKernan! Has he got it? He should have. No mark taken. Gee. Couch to Hocking. Gary Hocking at left centre wing. Seems to be okay after that heavy knock that he took. Onto Minch. Minch decides to get on his bike. That's a beautiful kick. Down towards Brownless and Martin. And Martin reads it the better. Knocks the ball out of bounds just in front of Brewer. He'll be happy that number 5 is missing tonight. Ablett still with a couple of games to go of that 5-week suspension. So boundary throw in. Right on 50. Carey and Colbert.
So a chance here for the Cats, but King across half-back. Just dribbles it over the line for a boundary throw. What do you think of Carey playing as this loose man, Terry?
Well, the decision that Dennis Pagan has to make now, is he doing this for Wayne Carey's benefit, to get him in the game, get him a few touches? If he's doing it for that reason, it's great. If he's doing it for the team, it's not working, because they're just not getting the ball through centre half forward. Now, regardless of how much ball he gets, they need to be able to get through there. So
King versus Capuano. Hocking with those quick hands to Pickering. Couldn't handle it. Mensch. His hand pass didn't hit its target. So Armstrong Centre wing for North Melbourne. Kicks back towards 50. Oh, terrific mark by Scholl. Started his career at North Melbourne. Only played a couple of games. Really made his mark last year. Gave it across to McGrath, another former North player, to Brewer. And Ricardi runs through the centre of the ground, kicks wide. Ronnie Burns is the target. He's already kicked one. Great pick up by Archer. Back to Stevens, caught. Play on, says the umpire. The Cats wanted a free kick. King over the top, long raking handball to Laidley. He's got the job on Ricardi. Has one bounce, runs to the centre of the ground, kicks deep into 50, and Barnes with that relieving mark. He's got a player wide, and McGrath. He went for Ricardi, changed his mind, and finds Tanner.
The rifleman at half-back. Goes inboard. Simpson. Two Simpsons out there tonight.
Great work.
Gary Hocking. Couch. Right on 50. Looking for Hall. He's got the mark. Strong grab.
Isn't he a great grab for a man his size? You know, to be able to say, averaging something like 7 marks a game, and each and every one of them are very, very strong. Real aggressive at it. Hocking, very great mark, but perhaps a little bit too keen to get the ball going there, and the handball not as accurate as he wants. But here, Hall, front position, good vertical jump he has, gives him a great advantage.
So the former West Coast Eagle, 30 metres out, kicks at goal and has put it through for 4 points. Derek Hall's first goal, the Cats second, and Geelong leading by 6 points, 2 goals to 1 goal.
Well, Carey is the issue just at the moment across centre half back. He is getting a lot of possessions, getting himself into some form, relieving the pressure from the centre forward position, but really might be time to go back there now and start to do something, because Geelong are making the most of their forward thrust with 2 goals.
And King wins the tap, but Capuano takes the crumb. Kicks to the half-forward line. Simpson brought to ground. McGrath. Tough and strong across half-back. And Carey, using his body against Meds, takes the slips catch. Wayne Carey, that's his 7th possession. He's taken 3 marks. And Scholl across half-forward. He's really lifted his game this year. And a beautiful pass finds Roberts. So moving Craig Scholl to the forward line has added some new life to the former Victorian wingman and defender.
And the addition of Mark Roberts into the side this week really gives them that versatility. Can ruck, can play in the forward line, but it's probably in the forward line where he's of most value, because he's a fine alternative to goal between Carey when he's there and McKernan.
Started his career in Sydney, went to Brisbane before North Melbourne. 45 metres out. He's kicked it.
So all square at 2 goals, and I think this has been good just in the last few minutes at North Melbourne. Have been able to wrest some control and pick up this 2nd goal. Scholl at half forward has given him an extra dimension because of his height. He's a very hard man to match up at half forward, because he has got height, he has got speed at ground level, and will always be difficult for someone to match. Likewise, Roberts, great agility for a man of his size.
So Mark Roberts getting the goal. Had a knee reconstruction a couple of seasons back. Ricardi, caught well by Stevens, out to Pickering, high kick, only travels about 35 metres. Burns onto Couch, both of whom have been busy so far in the first quarter. Martin in front of Brownless, should have taken the mark. Easy to say from up here. Brewer, still he goes. A snap at goal, it bounces and it bounces through. He's kicked it. Shane Brewer gets the Cats 3rd, and once again Geelong leads by 6 points. 18 plays 12.
Well, you rue the mistakes, don't you? There, Mick Martin unable to complete what was a relatively simple mark to be taken on his chest. Probably just looking for the disposal option before he'd taken it, and he's paid the ultimate price here with Brewer at ground level being very good, and that's his specialist area in amongst those goals, right at ground level.
And Brewer, one of those players, an innate goal kicker. They bounce through at all sorts of angles. A la Peter Dacos. Colbert out of the centre square. Archer traps it. Does well, back pedals. Short kick to Stevens, who's already kicked one goal. To Anderson, drives the ball long. North Melbourne love kicking the ball long. Barnes drops a sitter, kicks it off the ground. Free kick to Simpson. He was held. This is Sean Simpson. Cross to Mansfield. Been Geelong's best player in 2 losing grand finals. This time the kick's a poor one. Capuano just pops it up in front. And terrific mark by Simpson. He is very strong overhead, Terry.
He is. He was very good last week, and actually this week is the nomination for the Norwich Rising Star Player.
Goes short to Roberts, drops it. Picked up by Ricardi. He's going to transfer the ball out wide towards the members to the southern stand. Simpson's out there. Taken by Pickering, but a free kick has been paid.
Armstrong, I think.
So Matthew Armstrong will be kicking from 55 metres out. McKernan wants it high in the square. It's a magnificent kick. He's kicked a goal.
It was a magnificent kick, Kev. 3 goals each.
And gee, that'll do Matty Armstrong's confidence a world of good. It's been a little bit of struggle over the last month for Matthew. He's on and off the bench, but this was a well-struck left footer, and exceptional kick from outside 50.
Top game so far, 6 goals kicked. We've got 8 minutes left in the term. Matthew Armstrong, tremendous kick from 60 metres out plus. Barnes into the ruck. Started on the bench last week down at Cardinia Park. Here he is, preferring the youngster King. Both men out on the ground now. That's a mark taken by Scholl. We've got 2 Scholls out there on opposite sides. They're brothers, 2 Simpsons, unrelated, but both wearing number 37, and 2 Kings. Also on opposite sides. Marking contest in the forward pocket. A snapshot by Nichols. He is out of bounds on the full. Free kick will be taken in the back pocket by Peter Ricardi. Excellent crowd in attendance. Fog certainly could be a factor later on. At the moment it's okay. Punched down by McKernan. Simpson. Quick hand pass. Armstrong again. Archer. Directly in front. About 20 metres out, and you would suggest point blank range.
Well, he's a great versatile player in Dennis Pagan's armoury. Whether he's in defence or up forward, he really gives us something. But what's been impressive tonight has been still the surety that the players are handling the ball. The fog and the conditions are quite slippery, but they've been very good to date.
6 goals, no behind so far, 3 each. Archer keeps the record straight. North Melbourne's 4th, the Roos by 6 points.
Well, North Melbourne now just starting to get the ball through the half-forward line. Early in the game, that area was controlled by Geelong, but really now the ground-level players of North Melbourne are starting to get in it. We saw Nichols have a shot earlier, missed everything, but getting the ball. Archer on this occasion able to convert. Now 4 goals to North. Good work.
North Melbourne by 6 points. Barnes started the game in defence on this man, Corey McKernan. McKernan easily wins the tap. Roberts just charges out of the centre square. It's a wobbly old kick. Bell overruns the ball, trying to crash his way through with Scholl. Picked up by McGrath. The Cats defence under pressure. Does the sensible thing and just kicks the ball long and dribbles it over the line for a boundary throw-in.
It'll be a big night for John Barnes. If he's able to quell Corey McKernan for the entire evening, go a long way towards a Geelong victory.
Big Stephen King, number 1, playing his 2nd game for the Cats. Terrific debut last week. Rockets the ball back to Roberts. He's a thumping kick. Kicks to the front of the square. High flyer was Mansfield. Trying to take it on the third grab. McKernan with a wild kick off the ground. Bell, quick snap, he's kicked it. Touched on the line. Well, Colbert got a finger to it. It was a terrific snap by Bell, the former Docker.
He's a dangerous little player, isn't he? Opened up the season with 4 goals, I think in round 1 or 2, some there, but really looks sharp in the pocket.
Scholl kicks in. Mark taken by Grant Tanner in the back pocket. Bell stands the mark. Tanner kicks to centre wing. King the target, and oh, what a mark! Terrific grab by the youngster onto Ricardi. Oh, that's a real up and under job. Get lost in the fog. No mark taken at midfield. Anderson. Low trajectory drop punt. Not to the right man, it's to Simpson. That's Sean Simpson. On to McGrath, gathering plenty of possessions across half-back. Played Richardson, as I said, rather loosely last week in what was an enthralling contest. Tanner might have almost got a free kick there. Picked up by McFarlane. McKernan, oh, what a grab. Got the big mitts around it, and down he came with it. Third in the club's best and fairest last year. He played every game with grabs like that. Now, he's 50 metres out. It'll need to come back. It doesn't, and goes through for one behind to North Melbourne. Kicked by Corey McKernan, certainly deserved better. So 4 goals, 2. North Melbourne take their tally to. 2 good grabs in that passage of play. Kings and then McKernan. 2 big guys we're going to hear a lot of in seasons to come. Scholl to kick in, 4-2 to 3 goals.
Well, King was a choice after they lost Stephen Riley. The Cats to the Dockers. He looks like he's an enormous talent. So Ronnie Burns, who's already kicked a goal for Geelong, bundled over this time by Anderson. And we've got a boundary throw in on centre wing. So North Melbourne 4-2-26. Lead Geelong 3 straight goals, 18. Roberts against King, just too big, the youngster. There he is on screen, takes size 17 boots.
You could live in one of those, Kev.
Won't turn 18 until November. Chance for McKinnon, gets it out to Couch. Back in the side, and Pickering's marked on the half-forward line. So also a former North Melbourne player. Playing against his old club tonight. Kicks into the pocket, looking for Hall. At the back of the pack is Mick Martin. Gets a little shove, and he'll take the free kick, will he?
He should. By gee, he should. I think that is worthy of a free kick. When, you know, Mick's over the line, he knows that everything stops. Just that extra push. No viciousness in it, but certainly unnecessary.
So Wayne Carey, we haven't seen him on the forward line yet. He's done a lot of work in defence. Kicks the ball outside 50. Archer and Mansfield collide. So Wayne Carey has certainly won a lot of the ball. 9 possessions in this first term, 3 marks. But I wonder if they've missed his goal-kicking power and leadership on the forward line.
Well, they're in front, Terry, aren't they?
Yes, they are, and I guess the danger for Geelong is that this scenario was played out last week against Adelaide, and then after half-time he goes to the forward line and finishes the day with 5 goals.
King's kick along the ground. And McKernan, well, didn't go for the footy, tried to block instead, but it might be out of bounds just the same. So the throw-in will be on centre wing before this excellent crowd. Probably upwards of 50,000. Although with the top deck of the Western Stand not in use, it's sometimes deceptive, but we'll get the figure later on. McKernan 31, Barnes 6. Colbert tries to barge his way through. Couch, certainly he's made his presence felt tonight after being a late withdrawal last week. Hocking was one of their best last week as well. He moves downfield to take the hand pass. Couch out the hall, good mark again, not as spectacular as earlier, but directly in front of goal, the former Eagle. And he'll be lining up for his second goal.
This is quality use of the ball, isn't it? Paul Couch coming into the side and really making his presence felt early in the game.
So Derek Hall from 45 metres out, almost directly in front, draws it back, gets his second for the quarter. Great start to the match by him. 2 goals to Hall. The difference is back to 2 points. 3 minutes left in the term.
Gee, the game is really seesawing, and it depends a lot on which midfield takes control of the ball and uses it the most efficiently. On that occasion, it was Geelong through Hocking and Couch, but don't be surprised if this centre bounce North Melbourne do something special out.
Well, Couch has been a very damaging player. 11 possessions in this first quarter. Tanner was held. (4-2) North Melbourne, 26 Geelong, 4 straight goals, 24 as Tanner pumps the ball back. Hocking was there. Colbert just couldn't take it on the second grab. Now he's caught. So Liam Pickering in the bottom of the pack just asks the question. So Mensch beaten by Roberts. Pickering takes the crumb, kicks quickly back towards Brewer. He's already kicked one great goal in this quarter. He's on 50. The lead's on from Hall. That's ignored. So Billy's in front of the goal square. He wants it high. Brewer now goes short, and he finds Couch.
Well, Brownless last week at Cardinia Park was kickless in the first quarter, but he certainly made his presence felt after that, Kev, didn't he?
Yes, he booted 3 goals in that second term, and Barnes takes a pretty
50.
good grab.
Yep.
So 50 metres against Corey McKernan. So John Barnes will kick the Cats' 5th goal, and it'll put them in front.
Well, this is exactly what John Barnes has got to do. He's really got to stretch McKernan out, take him down into the forward line, put the pressure on him, and was able to get away. Corey, no, it wasn't the right way to finish off the piece of play, mate.
John Barnes kicked 2 great goals last week against Richmond after starting on the interchange bench. Now, it looks like McKernan may have been reported, so umpire Peter Carey has just notified him of such an act, and he pops through his first goal. Well, that's quite a sensational one, because McKernan would be probably
a few words to him there too.
McKernan probably would be favourite at this stage for the Brownlow medal, even though it's only very early in the season. But he's had a great season so far.
Well, a very costly mistake there. Now, the real test for Corey McKernan is being able to block that out mentally and get back onto the job and really concentrate on what he's supposed to be doing, playing good, strong, hard footy.
Just over a minute left in the first quarter. It certainly has been action-packed. Goals, marks, and a report. Kickaways by McFarlane. Now McKernan, can he make amends? McGrath's almost got him. A high kick up towards full forward. Marking contest. Snap at goal by Nichols is off target, and he puts it through for one behind. Kick by Trent Nichols, runner-up in Richmond's best and fairest back in 1990. Also played 4 games for the West Coast Eagles. So the scoreboard shows 30-27 in favour of Geelong. As I said, it's been an action-packed first quarter. Paul Couch, certainly one of the best on the ground. Simpson gives it back to him. Hugs the boundary line with the kick. Might be just a little bit too close. The refrigerator has got it. Roberts. McKernan. Yes! Now, if he kicks this, it will certainly take away that sour taste in the mouth after apparently having his number taken with that exchange with Barnes. Great mark, too tall. Actually over his teammate down there.
In fact, Terry, he looks pretty fired up since he was reported, because he charged out of the centre square of the ball, and the way that he actually attacked the ball that time, and you could see the look on his face. That, and there he is on screen now. He's got a few words to say, but he's pretty fired up.
So a goal would regain the lead for North Melbourne by 3 points. He kicks and he goes. North back in front. What a first quarter. McKernan gets his first, 13 seconds left, and the Roos by 3 points.
Well, for those who have played the game, you can really feel Corey McKernan now. He's just pumping pure adrenaline. He's going to make a difference to the game one way or the other here now. And very aggressive work there. Good mark, though. You know, the second good grab he's taking, eyes on the ball all the time. That's what makes the difference in good football.
So McKernan comes charging in, but Barnes beats him this time, then thumps the ball back towards centre half forward. Anderson couldn't get his boot to that ball. Ronnie Burns runs into an open goal. He's hit the post right on the siren. So it ends a sensational opening term.
4 lead changes in the first quarter, Kev.
And at quarter time, North Melbourne 5-3-33. They lead by 2 points. Geelong 5-1-31.
Well, what a quarter it was. We had a bad injury to Shane Brewer, dislocated thumb, or painful anyway. He came back and kicked a very spectacular goal. And it was really matched. Some strong marking by Derek Hall resulted in 2 goals. A report on Corey McKernan. He then came back down the other end and kicked another goal to regain the lead for North Melbourne. It really was a quarter that had everything. Carey was picking up plenty of possessions in defence. And what about the effort of Couch?
Well, he's had 14 possessions in the first quarter, so that's a fantastic performance.
So at quarter time, the score at the MCG, 5-3-33 North Melbourne, Geelong 5-1-31. Thanks, Debba. 4 changes of the lead in the first quarter. 2 points the difference in favour of North as we start the second. McKernan had his number taken late in the first quarter for an indiscretion on Barnes. And it's going to be another ball up. Only 5 metres wide at the centre circle. McKernan to contest it. Kicked a goal late in the turn though to regain the lead for North Melbourne. Against Barnes, McFarlane fumbles a couple of times. Ball kicked out of the congestion back towards the centre circle. McKinnon, real up and under job, could almost mark his own kick if that was legally possible. Burns, quick hand pass, Pickering spears it down towards full forward. Hocking might have been better advised to let it go, and the ball taken out of bounds by Anthony Stevens, who kicked the first goal in the match. It's out of bounds in the forward pocket for Geelong. 5-3 to 5-1 at the MCG on a very foggy night. Carey and Mensch, Hocking a snap. Fairly gets a fingernail to it, but it's over the line. And one behind. Hit by Gary Hocking, his first score of the night. 5-3 to 5-2. It makes the difference 1 point.
Anderson to bring the ball back into play. Designated kicker. Likes to just kick it to himself over the top to Laidley. He's under pressure. Great tackling by the Cats. It was Billy Brownless. Anderson's caught. Fantastic play by the Cats.
So that's a real great sign, isn't it, when the forwards are putting that sort of pressure, just really squeezing it. And Stuart Anderson really had nowhere to go after the first piece of aggressive work by Billy Brownless.
It was a poor kick to himself that put him under a lot of pressure. So McKinnon trying to swing this one back. Just a minor score.
Well, I dare say he won't try it again, Kevin.
Well, we'll soon see, Terry.
No, he put it 50
Footballers
metres
often
down the
make
track.
liars
So.
of you.
Oh.
So Anderson just looking at his options. And this time goes straight through the hands there of Armstrong. So a chance for the Cats. Couch, 14 possessions in the first quarter. Brownless is caught. The tackling is fierce. And we've got a ball up some 35 metres out from the Cats' goal.
We just saw the first sign there of perhaps the dew and the slipperiness of the ball where it went straight through Matty Armstrong's hands from the kickoff.
Scores a level, 5-3 apiece. King just tried to use some brute strength to get away with the ball, lost it. Ian Fairley. Williamstown Postman, the oldest player on North Melbourne's list. So King taps down, Couch, quick snap. He's off target. But the Cats are in front, 5-4-34. North Melbourne 5-3-33.
3 behind this quarter to the Cats. Well, Anderson's been under siege with kicking in. A couple that he'd prefer to forget. Certainly the first one. This time he goes long. Probably the best option that he could. A marking contest, you'd give it to Hall or anybody. Umpire says no, you can play on, boys, and they do. Armstrong farms it out. Bell and little Tinker's kick up towards Archer. Couldn't quite handle the footy. Simpson over the top of it. Scholl looking for holding the ball. He's pinged. So Scholl to get the free kick. It's Craig Scholl. His brother playing for Geelong. .52 metres out. Off target, so it was raining goals in the first quarter. We haven't had one kicked so far in the second. Craig Scholl notching a behind, and that once again levels the scores here at the MCG. His brother's going to kick in. As I said, 2 Scholls, 2 Simpsons and 2 Kings. Armstrong, knock on. Ricardi, a little gift to McGrath. Also against his old side. Won a Morris medal in the under-19s playing for North Melbourne. Armstrong, a little give. McKernan. Marking contest down there at full forward. Nichols went without the footy. Now Scholl. Great burst of determination out of defence. In front was Laidley. With North Melbourne coming again. Getting very dewy out there. Very hard for the players to gather it. Finally, Roberts. Good mark in front to Archer. I think he copped one for his corner too, just as he took the mark.
And Dennis Pagan has made a bit of a move in the midfield where Dean Laidley now has come off Ricardi and taken Couch from the start of this quarter. And if North Melbourne can win the ball out of the centre, well, Glenn Archer's the sort of bloke who will really make the most of the opportunities.
Glenn Archer for his second, 20 metres out directly in front, and he kicks it. First goal of the second quarter. So North Melbourne go to a lead of 6 points yet again at 6-4 to 5-4 with 15.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
And that's the real difficult part for coaches in the game, just trying to get the matchups right, trying to get a position whereby one pair you may have an advantage over the opposition player. Pagan's chasing that now and has been rewarded here with the goal from Archer.
North Melbourne by 6 points. Glenn Archer certainly very hard to man up. Very strong overhead. Roberts. Taken by Hocken. Buddha. Caught. Chance here for Billy Brownless playing in front. Just holds the old scone.
His first kick too.
Well, he never had a possession last week against Richmond in the first term, but kicked 3 goals in the second. So maybe it's a repeat performance by Billy. Distance shouldn't be a problem. 55 metres out. Big bomb on its way. Billy Brownless has kicked a ripper.
So Billy now needs only 6 goals to equal Lindsay White's record of 429. White is currently lying third of the all-time Geelong goal kickers behind Wade and Ablett.
Well, that's great play. That's where you want to see your full forward. You know there's going to be a clip under the ear come from the fullback, but to continually put yourself in front and then from outside 50 be able to go bang like that. Good sign just at the moment there for Brownless.
Billy Brownless's first goal scores once again dead level at the MCG. Hocking tackled well by Stevens. Off the ground, Nichols. Carey. A little give to Rock. Taken by McGrath. McKernan. Barnes at left half-back. You'll have to be quick, and he is. Barnes' kick doesn't travel much distance. Barely gets it up towards King on centre wing. Ricochets. Back to Pickering. Lucks of fortune for the Cats. Couch. Kick number 11. All North Melbourne. King. A little give. Laidley. The Junkyard Dog. Not a great kick. Armstrong. Under plenty of pressure. Burns. Pickering. Takes the hand pass well. Spears it in towards full forward. Knocked away by Fairley. Just.
It's good work there. Just that moment's relaxation by Hall in the mark, but Fairley coming through nice and strong. 199th game here tonight for Ian Fairley. What a great career.
Won their goal kicking once at North Melbourne. Hit Colbert on the head almost. Pickering with speed. Stevens goes with him. King kicks across his body. Loose ball. Brewer needs a bounce. Simpson goes at him. Nichols down in the tackle. Umpire said a free kick. Ball's coming back. It will be taken by Trent Nichols, it would appear. He's going back for the kick. 56 games with the Tigers. Only a handful with West Coast. 4 to be precise. McKernan too far underneath it. Carey takes the mark. And the duck gets North Melbourne moving quickly. Kicks to Roberts or Scholl. Neither can take it. McKernan got back pretty quickly. Archer's in there as well. Plenty of weight from both sides. The umpire has decided it's going to be a free kick. And it's going North Melbourne's way. Scholl will take it.
Would have noticed there Peter the Carey now has moved back to centre half forward, and Mensch has continued to stay with him as he has done so right throughout the game today.
So he's played all the game so far down at the main scoreboard end. As we know it, Scholl from the boundary line almost. And punched through for a rush behind to the Roos. Knocked over by John Barnes. So that gives North Melbourne the lead by the barest of margins. 41 plays 40, 13 minutes left in the half.
And Kilpatrick is coming on for the Cats, and McKernan is taking a break. As Scholl kicks long. Barnes is his target. Feeds the ball off quickly to Pickering. Kicks the space in front there of Burns. Over the top was Anderson. Free kick. It's a lively player, Ronnie Burns. Kicked a great goal in the first quarter. Sometimes just has a little bit of difficulty in making the correct decision when to kick and handball. Runs himself into a little bit of trouble. But he's an exciting talent.
He is, isn't he?
Originally from Darwin. So kicks to the true centre half forward position. Hocking pounced on it. The kick's a poor one. Put her on screen.
You'd be disappointed with that, wouldn't you? It was a goal that just went begging there. Routine one on the left. The vacant goal square. All you have to do is pitch it in there and let it roll on through.
Keenan Reynolds doing a bit of stretching on the boundary. And once more Anderson this time. Does a little bit better. Kicks the ball to himself. Rocks the high flyer. Simpson stays down. Roberts should have marked, but Couch did very well. Put his body on the line. Armstrong underneath the pack, as is Stevens. So poor Couch with 16 possessions so far in the game has been the star. He's now got Laidley picking him up. Stevens has picked up Hocking from the first bounce. So a free kick is going to the big guy in Stephen King, or is it Colbert?
That's interesting, Kevin, because that was given by the umpire officiating at midfield, not the one that was down there at that end.
So 20 years of age, Lee Colbert, vice-captain of the Cats, nephew of former Richmond great Dale Waitman, looks to have an enormous future. So virtually on 50. It's going to land in the pocket. Mick Martin there grabs the ball. Mighty Mick throws it on the boot. Back to 50. Punched away by Simpson. Anderson, quick kick back towards the edge of the centre square. Taken by Scholl. The kick's a poor one. Roberts wants to get it moving across to King. He's got pace. Thumps the ball on. Great play to Reynolds off the interchange bench. Kicks to space. Needs a kind bounce is Stevens. He's kicked one goal. Pops it up in front. It's a poor kick. And McGrath takes the easiest of marks.
McGrath's got a transfer play towards the member stand side. Barnes, yes, just in front of Rock. 2 grabs. Scholl again, gathering plenty of possessions. Both the Scholl boys in the action. Hocking missed a goal that he would normally kick only minutes back. Keen to make amends, down to Brownless. Martin out, bodies him. Colbert and Brownless. Brownless, great tackle. No free kick.
Made a tad lucky there, Mick, to get away with that. I think there was the prior opportunity was there, but sometimes luck does have to favour the backman.
Well, interesting decision. What was your decision? King, Burns, with speed. Oh, it goes down, still got the foot, he gets it out through the legs of Roberts. Bell slung. Laidley. Roberts again. No, hasn't taken the mark, or he hasn't paid it anyway. Armstrong with that long, trusty left foot. Kicks up over the centre square. McKernan was the flyer. Rock reads it best off the pack. And the umpire's gone down. Now a chance for Ricardi to gather it in. Gets clear of Simpson. Past Archer. Past McFarlane. Loose ball. Spooned up to Kilpatrick. McGrath. Straight down the centre of the ground for Brewer. Cat setting something up here. Hocking. Looks for Ricardi going past. On the run. Great long kick from Ricardi. A boomer and a goal. What a ripper. Tremendous kick by Peter Ricardi. And one of the plays of the night. 7-5 to 6-5. The catch by a goal.
You don't get footy better than that. The work started right back up in defence. Some very sharp exchanges of the ball with handball. Then a couple of kicks through the midfield. But Geelong always generating run from behind the ball until they probably got it to its ultimate weapon across the 50-metre line in Peter Ricardi running on the trusty left foot.
Ricardi's 14th goal for the season. It's been picked in the Vic squad. Hocking now, doing the hard work in the clinches. To Colbert, to Mansfield. The catch with some rebound football. Burns. Couldn't take it on 50. Brewer. King thumps the ball back through his legs. So the Cats with a bit of momentum. 7-5-47. North Melbourne 6-5-41. Pickering starting to pick up possessions. Roberts. Played on quickly to King. Over the top to Stevens. Kicks wide. Capuano is at the target down there. It was Archer at the back of the pack. Scholl can't bend it back. He's kicked 9 goals this year. Craig Scholl.
And 2 behinds tonight.
Career's been given a boost since Dennis Pagan moved him to the forward line. Tanner marks the kick out. He's got a loose player in Mansfield. Geelong now starting to set the play up. Couch rockets a hand pass to Ricardi. Peter Ricardi gives the ball off to Brewer, to Pickering.
Well, we just saw Dennis Pagan's dilemma there. Laidley had Ricardi in the first quarter, had him somewhat under control, but then Couch was one running amok. Laidley now gone to Couch, and Ricardi is the one with a little bit of freedom coming right into the game.
Freeborn also on the bench. Again, it's a goal the difference. Hall in front, outbodied by Simpson. Picked up by Matthew Armstrong. Goes for distance, finds Carey. Carey's at centre wing. Hasn't kicked a goal tonight so far. The Duck been in defence a lot in the first quarter. Scholl, he's kicked 2 behinds. Craig Scholl, outside 50. Booming kick. Oh, look at that. What a kick. Tremendous goal. Well, the crowd is certainly getting its money's worth. We've seen 2 booming goals in the last 5 minutes, 1 to each club, and this is an absolute gem, Terry.
It certainly makes it tough on special commentary, because I'm supposed to be telling you where one side's going to get the advantage over another one, and I can't pick it just at the moment. Either way, she's really a great game of football between two very informed sides.
McKernan against Barnes. They've been at it all night. Rock. Bowled over his Laidley. He's tough. King just couldn't handle the ball. Brewer taps it out to Burns. Bell's caught. Not quite certain he had much chance then, Terry. Burns kicked the goal in the opening term. It's been goal for goal. So the youngster in his first season of league football. Distance is there, not quite the accuracy.
Smiley, he is not.
He's a very exciting talent.
Oh, he is, and you know, perhaps he had a little bit quick on the umpire on the whistle there, and Bell.
So North Melbourne set it up. Martin marks. Always keen to feed it off to Stevens. Carey pushing and shoving. McKernan thumps the ball on. Great play to Keenan Reynolds. Should kick a goal. That's why Terry Wheeler played him at full back when he was at Footscray.
Oh. Yeah, that was one Keenan should have taken, fella.
So once more scores the level of Shoal. Pinpoints the pass to McGrath. Simpson's out wide. Started his career with St Kilda. So it's one for the high flyers. It was off the hands of King. Hocking to Couch. Magnificent play to Barnes. And Ronnie Burns has got it. Now, what will he do? I don't think Ronnie knows. Goes short. Barnes was under fierce pressure, but he's got the free kick. Just with that young kid, Ronnie Burns, he just gets in two minds, Terry, and sometimes doesn't get back off the man, off the mark, and gets himself into a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, you call it very accurately, Kevin. He just keeps stepping one more than perhaps he should, but you wouldn't want to take that natural flair and instinct out of his game, and he'll certainly learn more about it as it goes. Here we see Barnes. The miss mark there, I don't know. I think John might have picked up a bit of an award there for that acting job.
He kicked a goal in the first term. Kicked two last week against the Tigers.
Bombs, weren't they?
Yes, long bombs, so it shouldn't worry him the distance. But through for a minor score.
1-1 to John Barnes. 7-8 to 7-7. Tudor, who came into the side for Ben Graham. Martin, former best and fairest winner at the club, enjoying the absence of Gary Ablett tonight. McKernan and Carey. The umpires found a free kick. It's going to the duck. Carey at left centre wing. North Melbourne captain since '93. Kicks up towards Barnes. Did he give one away for a push in the back? He did. So McKernan, who kicked a late goal in the first quarter, was too involved in an incident just before that in which McKernan appeared to have his number taken. So Corey McKernan a chance at his second goal now. He's kicked 1-1, right on 50. He kicks. It looks pretty good. He likes it. And the goal umpire says, yes, sir. 8-7 to 7-8. The Roos by 5 points. 5 minutes left in the quarter.
Well, haven't we got some great versatility in the big man department out there for both sides here tonight? Barnes and McKernan going with each other everywhere. Mensch and Carey and Roberts and King. So regardless where the pairs are, there's going to be a great degree of danger both offensively for both teams. And
Ross Smith has just come on for the Kangaroos. McKernan to Hocking, bowled over by Rock. King. The kick is smothered. Rock once more burrows in after the ball. So does Hocking, picked up by Ricardi. It's a high ball. Martin should go the punt, make that Ross Smith just on the ground. Burns couldn't take control. Tudor, another former North Melbourne player. They're everywhere in the Geelong side. Lee Tudor, probably famous a couple of years ago for kicking that floater to Gary Ablett that put the Cats into the grand final and cost North Melbourne that grand final position. Freeborn, caught high. So the Kangaroos lead by 5 points. Their leading goal kicker so far is Glenn Archer with 2. Also Corey McKernan has 2. And for the Cats, Derek Hall also has 2 goals, both kicked in the first term, as Fairley gets it back to Anderson, transfers the ball towards the great Southern stand, and mighty Mick takes the mark. The hand pass is a poor one, didn't hit its target. They might pay for this as Hocking gets it across to Colbert. Caught. Great tackle by Glenn Freeborn. And he finds Laidley.
Laidley kicks to centre wing. It's a foot race out there. Brewer, great tackle. King couldn't outrun him. Kilpatrick win the McGarry medal after coming a season ago from Essendon. And Buzz found another free kick, this time going North Melbourne's way. Anderson. Brownless. He can just about kick this if he gets onto it. He's got it to Ronnie Burns. Did he go? No, he didn't, according to the umpire.
It's been brought back, Peter, to Trent Nichols.
Nichols kick up towards Minch. Another free kick. Fucking of Medway.
Yeah, that one was there. Minch there doing some holding on the jumper.
Carey. Long up towards the pocket. Ball taken over the line by Michael Mansfield. 5 points the difference in favour of the Roos. 55-50. So boundary throw in, and only a few metres from the behind post. McKernan almost got a little bit of a nudge there, but perhaps nudged into it. Bell, ball still in play. Good tackle by Laidley and his opposite number 7 in Couch. Almost over the line then. The boundary umpire says no. Armstrong on his preferred left foot centres it. Kilpatrick will run the ball through for a rush behind. Capuano on the boundary line. A goal the difference. 56 plays 50. Scholl straight up the centre of the ground. McGrath the target, and he finds him. Archer stands the mark. McGrath out wide. Goes short. Pickering gets it up to Scholl. Ricardi, long looping hand pass. They're real hospital jobs, those. Pickering again finds some space for himself, kicks up towards midfield. There will be a free kick there. There was interference. Gary Hocking, the recipient of it. Copped a couple of heavy knocks tonight, but he's worn them pretty well. Anderson to Fairley. He'll go the boundary line, won't quite get there. Burns has snared it just inside. What's he going to do this time? You never know with this kid. He's got it to Billy Brownless, but he's in a pretty hard position there, right on the boundary line in the pocket. 3 goals in the second quarter last week. And that's the angle facing Billy. Oh, unbelievable. Very bad checking. Colbert has marked directly in front.
Well, all North Melbourne eyes were towards Brownless. The only pair in the goal square led. You see it there, and then just standing back there. Lee Colbert, thank you. Very disappointing play. I'd hate to think what's going on in the North Melbourne coach's box just at the moment.
Well, the phone would be running hot, I think. Colbert directly in front. Would have to fall over to miss it. Oh, gee. He nearly did, but he kicked it. So Colbert gets the goal, and the scores once again are dead level.
Well, when you've got a ball game that was as close and as tight as this, you know, these mistakes are really, they're inexcusable, that a player is able to find space in the goal square on his own. It wasn't Fairley. Fairley's not the direct opponent of Colbert, but whoever it was won't be putting their hand up at half-time when they're asked, I'm sure.
So Matthew Capuano on screen against Stephen King. So two big guns of the future. Capuano hurt his knee in round 15 last year. He's a Rising Star, Norwich Rising Star nomination as well. So he is a very important player in the future of North Melbourne. King overruns the ball. They can raffle it out wide. Bingo, the lucky numbers. 3, Rock. Kicks down, Archer sets himself. Simpson did well, got his hand to the ball. Archer recovers to Laidley. Big King flips the ball out to Hocking. He legs Stevens. Colbert on hands and knees. Rock once more burrowing after the ball. So what a fantastic first half here at the MCG, with Geelong and North Melbourne locked in battle, 8-8-56 apiece, with the leading goal kickers. Glenn Archer's booted 2 for the Kangaroos, so has Corey McKernan, and for Geelong, Derek Hoare, with 2 majors in the first term, is their leading goal kicker.
Well, there were 2 points the difference at quarter time. North led 5-3 to 5-1. Both teams added 3 goals in the second quarter. Paul Couch with 12 and 7, 19 possessions, the leading possession gatherer on the ground at the moment for North Melbourne. Wayne Carey has had 12 and 2 and has taken 5 marks. But what a game of football. They're handling the dewy conditions. Dipper said at quarter time that the dew was certainly a factor in the handling of the ball, but they're handling it as if it were dry, Terry.
They have been very good. I've been most impressed with the players, and it really does show the level of skill that is being displayed in the game these days. You know, be well set now. We can't ask for a better scoreline at half-time, and second half, something well worth looking forward to.
56 points apiece in round 6. The Geelong-North Melbourne clash at the MCG. We'll take a break at half-time. Back in a moment. The third quarter of the MCG, both sides dead level. There was only 2 points added at quarter time when North Melbourne led 33 to 31. Barnes up high. Stevens, not a clean possession. Freeborn there. Shuffles it out to McKernan. Kicks across his body. Did well, the big fellow, to kick up towards half forward. Simpson tries to barge his way through. Roberts. Lightning hand pass for Rock. Sits nicely. Onto his left. Snaps, but misses. So North get the first score of the third term through the rover. Anthony Rock, 8-9 to 8-8. Shoulder kick in. 2 Shoals out on the field tonight. Brad and Craig. It's Brad with the footy. King in front, couldn't complete the mark. Pickering taps for Barnes. Shuffles it over the top. Simpson on a Tanner. Centering kick, Brewer from Archer. Is it back again to Pickering? Anderson. The educated kick along the boundary line. Just too wide for Grant Tanner, and it's out of bounds. 1 point the difference. Scores have been levelled 12 times. The lead has changed 9 times. As we await the boundary throw-in, about 70 metres from goal on the outer side.
North Melbourne lead by a point. Colbert wins the tap. Brewer tries to fend off Armstrong. Hocking overruns the ball. Armstrong appeals for the free. Pickering, quick kick. And Hall has taken a terrific mark. He kicked 2 goals in the first quarter. And what an important player he is down there on the forward line with no Gary Ablett.
It's been a very good pickup. Jeff Geeshan, the assistant coach down at Geelong, coached West Perth over there, and really he's the man that's brought Hall over, and Ronnie Burns. So they've done well out of that club, the Cats.
Just a couple of games last year in his first season with Geelong. And he's kicked his 3rd goal.
Well, the real value and quality in that forward move, I think, was Pickering. He's really done well. He and Couch have combined there well. Pickering there having his 20th disposal, and just the quickness of it. He knew exactly where he needed to put it, down into the forward line, and without trying to get his body free, he's quite prepared to work and just get the ball free with the quick kick. And when that occurs, it gives the forward the advantage. Hall took the advantage by ensuring that he was in front, and as the ball dropped short, he was there to receive it on his chest.
McKernan and Barnes to do battle in the ruck again. Great stats for Hall: 3 kicks, 3 marks, 3 goals. 100% success on the conversion. So 5 points the difference in favour of the Cats after the goal by Derek Hall. King, a little chip shot, free kick on the shoulder, the advantage paid. It's to Geelong. McGrath, one-on-one duel, Burns and Anderson. Still he goes. Low trajectory pass. What a gem. Kick number 4 for Hall. Can it be 4 goals? A little bit of a wrestle. Brewer goes down. Best 2 falls out of 3. Archer gets up. They chest each other. Come on, boys. No love lost there. In the meantime, back with Hall for number 4. He's let us down. 1 behind. 3 goals, 1 to Derek Hall from his 4 kicks. 9-9 to 8-9. A little bit of a show of strength there. Brownless in front of Freeborn has taken the mark. Hasn't been a very productive night for Billy. He's got 1 goal.
Well, the goal that he kicked outside 50, he doesn't need to have too many shots if he can reproduce that stuff, and he's put himself right in the position here. Good outriding position, just inside 50.
423 career goals. Will it be 424? No, not quite. 1 goal, 1 for Brownless. So 64 plays 57, and by the standards of this match, Kev, that's a fairly handy lead.
Bustling Billy missed the start of the season after being suspended on a kicking charge in a reserves game. High flies McKernan. Starting to have an impact on this game. Gives it across to Roberts. Kicks a long bomb to Carey. McGrath. Breaking wide is Tanner. Next South Australian finds Hall. Feeds it off, so Tanner did well. Came down from half-back. It's a tumble-old kick into the forward line. Burns. He's got some magic. De Hocking centres the ball front of the square. Fairley tried to claim it, and he's got it. Fairley just kicks back towards Corey McKernan, but Colbert pushes the ball over. Mighty Mick Martin on screen. Going back to pick up Hall. North Melbourne trail by 7 points. The Cats lead 64 to 57. Corey McKernan looked like he was reported in the first half. Most would have him favourite to win the Brownlow medal, as we see Trent Nichols coming off and Keenan Reynolds has come on for the Kangaroos. Laidley, quick kick, bad bounce for Ricardi. Young Sam McFarlane couldn't quite take it. Now North Melbourne. King intercepts well. Couch, 19 possessions in the first half. The Brownlow medalist. Down to Hocking. Butter's taken an absolute screamer. Well, what a decorated player he is. 4 times he's finished in the top 3 in the Brownlow medal. He's 3 times best and fairest winner of the Cats, and All-Australian, and that is a sensational grab. He's gone short, and once more some slack checking, and Tanner runs in. He's going to kick the easiest of goals. Bad play North Melbourne, great play the Cats.
So the Rifleman drills it 10-10 to 8-9. I think that's the biggest break we've had in the match so far. 13 points.
And the most disappointing part of it from a North Melbourne perspective was the ease at which Hocking is able to find Tanner with as much grass and room around him as he wants, and then to be able to nonchalantly play on and kick the goal that really may be the one that really breaks the back here of North Melbourne.
Eight Geelong players have scored goals, and during the break Peter Carey spoke to the two that were, well, fighting, wrestling or chesting each other before. It's Archer and Brewer. You may hear more about that one. It's going to be another bounce, 5 metres wide of the circle. So the Cats getting the break early in the third quarter after scores were dead level at half-time. Great mark taken by Gary Hocking that ultimately resulted in that goal. Kicked by Tanner, no one standing on the mark, so Dennis Pagan would have had plenty to say to his defenders down there. Couch again, fumbles unaccountably. King a chance, so another fumble, this time by Bell. Still got his kick in. Plenty of Geelong players. Ricardi on his own. Simpson gives chase. Brewer. Archer comes at him. Knock on by Anderson, only to the advantage though of Burns, but it's a little bit too slick for him and out of bounds. Just cleared the line. Very exciting player, isn't he? Sort of reminds me of the Cracker brothers. Probably a bit more like Phil. Great skills though. Very exciting player from West Perth. Colbert and Archer. Bell taken down in the tackle. Armstrong to Laidley. To Scholl. North want a goal. Scholl tries to draw a man. McKernan says go, and he does. Let's fly with a bomb down towards number 18, and Carey has grabbed it in. 6 marks to the North Melbourne skipper. They needed one there to Reynolds. He couldn't quite grasp it long enough. They've still got it in their attacking zone though. King, long handball. Stevens. You can raffle it, boys. It's all Geelong down there in the last line of defence, and Scholl does the mopping up work, kicks it back well outside 50, low trajectory kick, falls to the advantage of Simpson. His hand pass taken by Bell, centering kick. Now a chance for Roberts off the pack, across his body and kicks, and the Fridge has dobbed it. Well roved by Roberts to kick his second. 9-9 to 10-10, the difference back to 7 points.
Well, that contest said everything, and McKernan gets up there, gives the aerial contest, and you'll see Rossi Smith here, just a quick little give, just quickly off the hands, a little flick over, just enough to not have the umpire calling for throwing it, and Roberts said laid it across very well.
Cats by 7 points. Hocking out of the centre square. Brewer in front. Archer did well to Bell. So North Melbourne trying to force the ball forward. Another flick up. Chance here for Adam Simpson. Caught.
That's one of the crucial things inside the contest, is really just to keep the ball alive. Just a little push or a little flick here and there always gives your side an opportunity, and North Melbourne have done that well on these last 2 pushes forward.
Carey versus Mensch.
On the ball.
Scholl at the bottom of the pack. There was an attempt to actually punch the ball, but he may have been foxing trying to get the ball out, Terry.
Yeah, I don't think you get convinced umpire Peter Carey. Peter Carey, very experienced umpire, and I think he knows more often than not when players are foxing or whether it's legitimate. No, my daughter could hit the ball harder than I can.
So Rock right on 50. It's one for the high flyers. Carey at the back of the pack has taken a ripper.
What a mark. Just about brought the grandstand down.
Well, look at the North Melbourne supporters. King Carey's just plucked a ripper out of the sky. And this will put North Melbourne to within a point if he can kick it. Yet to kick a goal. Started the game in the centre of the ground. Worked across half back in the first half. So Wayne Carey, 10 metres out, kicks a goal.
We often ask what are the qualities that a good captain needs, and one for mine is that he can have a significant influence on the play when it's really required. Kevin called that high flyers are wanted here, and that was just the call that was necessary for Wayne Carey to step up and display what he's actually got. And tremendous mark, went back, converted the shot at goal, and the captain has pulled his side right back into it.
Seventh mark of Wayne Carey, one of the best for the night. We might have a flat footy, have we?
He crushed it when he marked it.
He's talking to Barnes.
Some blood on Barnes's knee, and he's wiping it with his sock, trying to avoid being sent off the ground with the blood ruling.
Well, the runner's coming out. He's heading in Barnes's direction. Play is going to continue, it would appear. Seventh mark of Carey's was an absolute gem. The goal was perhaps more important. Ricardi for Geelong puts the Cats back into attack. Burns and Anderson again. It's Burns who takes the mark in front of the North defender. Ronnie Burns between left centre wing and left half forward. Fairly got two hands to it. Martin gives him good backup support, and the Roos are going to get out of danger, maybe only momentarily. The mark is taken out by Keenan Reynolds, who started on the bench. Former Footscray player. Reynolds kicks to centre wing, and there he is again. Carey, not as spectacular this time, but the captain's kick puts his side deep into attack, only to see Barnes take a good mark at half forward, but there's a free kick.
They called the interference by Barnes against Big Mark Roberts.
Well, I didn't pick it up myself. Umpire's closer than we are.
Looked like that Colbert may have been the person the free kick was given against, just trying to edge out Roberts in that marking contest.
Roberts has kicked two, one in this quarter. Kick number 8 for the refrigerator. It's coming back. It's coming back, but not enough. 2 goals, 1. Let's see what happened. We may not see it in this shot.
Yeah,
let's see what Colbert does.
Very clearly, Colbert's there. Barnes had the fly. Ooh.
Gee, there wasn't much in it, though, was there?
Push, is it?
Mensch from behind. Carey punches. Ball hits the deck again. That was Colbert, I think, underneath him. He copped one. Carey's hand pass high over the tail. Armstrong, if he can get onto his left foot, he couldn't. He's pushed out of bounds. The umpire says throw it in.
Matthew Armstrong having a few words to the umpire. He felt that he should have got a free kick. Been a couple of players pushed over the line tonight. No free kick has been paid. Barnes versus McKernan. It's tough in the clinches. Sean Simpson being dragged off the ball. Stevens smiling at Hocking. They've played on one another since the opening bounce.
Been a great duel, hasn't it?
Scores are level. 12 times in the first half. Scores were level. It's a high ball, punched away, taken by Scholl, caught, loses control. Simpson can't grab the ball. Pickering fires out a short hand pass. They're flexing the muscles, blowing up the biceps now in this third term. McGrath, a hurried kick back. Carey from behind, not paid the mark. Stevens on hands and knees. It's coming back to Carey. He's on 50. It's a free kick. It's going to Scholl. Umpire Wheeler shakes his head. Says beats me.
Well, the fog's too thick, Kev.
So Scholl kicked a great goal in the second term. Point.
1 goal, 3.
Yes.
Held too long in the tackle.
Yes, Simpson just wouldn't let go of him.
Shoulder kick in, the brother. 1 point the difference here at the G. Martin punches. Not to the advantage of a teammate. Bell sees Couch. Kick it up towards Burns and Anderson again. King. Back to Anderson. Back to King. Past Brewer. Now North with the numbers at centre wing. Bell. Short kick to half forward. Carey the flyer again. McKernan was there likewise. The skipper's hand pass not really effective. Cats are going to get out of trouble. Only just for a moment perhaps. Fisted further forward, back inside 50. Tanner tackled by Smith. Carey off hands of Colbert for a rush behind. Well, he's figuring in the action now. He started in defence, had a good first quarter. The difference is 2 points in favour of North Melbourne. And once again, Scholl will bring the ball back into play. That's Brad Scholl. He goes with about a 9-iron shot to the outer side.
Finds Simpson. Poor kick. McKernan chips in. Oh, this is a bad kick as well. This could hurt the Kangaroos. Brewer's got it. Hall's on a lead. Kicks too far. Fairley does well. Can Reynolds get there? He does. Chips it on to King. North Melbourne with some rebound action. To Freeborn. Kicks inside 50. Roberts territory. Couldn't take the mark. Bell pounced on it. Quick snap. Scholl gets back. To Tanner. Cats have got loose players everywhere. Take your pick. Pickering. He's been a starter. McGrath. Across to Tudor. Came into the side as replacement for Ben Graham. Brewer. Gets it back to Simpson. Has to kick hurriedly. Burns has been terrific. Lively as hell, look at him go! Ronnie Burns runs inside 50, kick a goal, son! Unfortunately, his kick lets him down.
A bit like you, Kevin, wasn't going to give a hand pass away.
So, Kilpatrick tries to screw it around the corner. Hocking, tough as nails. Ricardi does the shepherding. Bustling Billy just couldn't bend down to pick it up.
What a game. And there's plenty to come yet. Scoreboard shows Geelong 70, North Melbourne 72. The Cats 4 centre breaks to North 1 in this term. And the hit-outs in favour of the Roos 4-1. Ricardi, was he held?
There's been quite a few free kicks quite accurately given by the umpire here tonight. Just that scragging after the contest, after the ball's gone, the tackler just hanging on just too long.
Well, we've seen him kick some great goals, and in this match he kicked an absolute gem on the run. So taking a yardstick from that, distance won't be a problem. Runs out like Peter Sumich, tries to hook it back, which he does. His second. So the second Geelong player to become a multiple goal kicker, and the Cats go to a lead of 4 points, 76-72.
They were very interesting statistics that came up on the screen there before, where we saw that the hit-outs at centre bounces were North Melbourne's way 4-1, yet the clearances were Geelong ways 4-1. Those key players at ground level for the Cats have been very good in there.
And young Clinton Bizzle is on for his first game, and Billy Brownless is off. Mighty Mick Martin thumps the ball. Back inside 50. Colbert from behind. Bell feeds the ball off. Simpson, quick snap. And a free kick. And you can see there umpire Darren Goldspink indicating a push after Simpson kicked the ball. There's the push in the back.
Well, not too much argument there at all.
Is this the impossible angle?
Just 2 games for Adam Simpson last year.
Obviously, you're going to have to put the boot back on properly. You'll be getting rather nervous doing this. Heel won't go in.
This is the after training kicking position when all training's finished. All the younger players usually hover around this boundary line here and have their shots at goal. So he may well have steered quite a few through at Arden Street in those dark nights down there. Can he reproduce it here now in the big one?
Well, it's right between the posts, isn't it?
No, it's a great camera angle. Oh! He's missed for mine. No, he's kicked it. Oh. Well, I thought it just killed the wrong side of the post, Terry. But Simpson's popped it through in North Melbourne. They lead 11-12-78. Geelong 11-10-76. Now there's the free kick to Simpson. Let's have a look at this kick.
Yeah, well, it's a sensational kick, isn't it? And doesn't it make that a very bad free kick from Matthew Mansfield, an experienced player like he, you know, just going a little bit too far with the push after the kick.
Bizzle, Clinton Bizzle, on for his first game, 19-year-old. The difference is 2 points now in favour of North Melbourne in this absolute bottler at the MCG. Couch onto Pickering. Anderson was there. Two Geelong players nearly collided. Opens it up for the Roos. McKernan consequently down towards half forward. McGrath missed it. Carey was coming at him. Couch to Minch. Anderson underneath it. Pickering a chance to gather, which he does. Ricardi caught, and that doesn't happen very often. So the turnover goes North Melbourne's way. Minch and Carey. Carey gets back quickly, paddles it forward. Minch comes again, has to slap it back. And Simpson sees Kilpatrick take the football over the boundary line. Geelong haven't beaten North Melbourne here at the MCG since 1989. The Cats have won the last 5 encounters. Carey and Minch. Couch sharks it well, the Brownlow medalist. Roberts on his own and marks. Still he goes, the refrigerator. Kilpatrick has his tackle brushed aside. A huge bomb by Roberts down towards full forward, and Barnes has taken an absolute screamer. Johnny Barnes.
Not much defence in that man's game, is it? A great grab.
Scholl kicks up to Mansfield, and Mansfield marks it half back, gives it to the run of Ricardi.
And Ricardi kicks the ball to space. Buddha Hocking just needs a kind bounce. Usually a beautiful left foot kick down to Ronnie Burns. Has it punched away. Brewer at ground level. Beaten by Armstrong. Back to Anderson. The North defence standing up. Stevens goes short and finds Freeborn. Plays on back to Stevens. He's had the job on Hocking all night. Down to mighty Mick. Punched away by McGrath. Ground level. Tanner. It's a hurried kick. It's a one-on-one contest. Couch interfered with. Not paid. So there's Barnes taking that absolute screamer. Wayne Carey took a ripper as well, and so did Buddha Hocking. So some great marks tonight at the G. Liam Pickering. Pickering, Couch and Hocking have been absolute stars around the ball. They've had 60 possessions between them. But still the Kangaroos lead by 2 points. Hocking. Again, feeds it off to Tudor. Late replacement for Ben Graham to Mansfield. Out wide. Kilpatrick, Brewer, King at the back. Happy to run it over. And he's going to be pinged. Pretty tough. Didn't have much room left. So Brewer looks down. Burns has got it. Lost it. It's got it. Tudor
was out.
Tried to keep it in.
Well, the two danger players in the game at the moment are Carey at one end and Ronnie Burns at the other end. You know, King being pinged here. But look, I think that's tough when we haven't got much run-off room in the game, and I think they have every right to be worried about defence.
Hocking feeds the ball back to Pickering. Caught by Armstrong to Ricardi. Plays it to himself. And he's got the free. Shades of Peter Dacos there.
Well, the free kicks are certainly
dropped it, didn't he?
Had a bit of an impact on the game.
Little right-hand jab. Ricardi has booted to. Gee, it was a great kick. touched on the line. Well, at quarter time, North Melbourne led by 2 points. Scores were level at half-time, and North Melbourne now lead by 1 point.
Well, it's been a thriller all night. I suppose you're tempted to say a draw would be a good decision. It's a fair bit down the track, yet this is free ball. He gets free of Kilpatrick. Kicks from centre wing. 55 metres in the kick. One-on-one duel. There's really no duel. Scholl strong in defence.
Very good all night.
He was good last week too. Didn't put a foot wrong down at Cardinia Park in that thriller. So if you're a Geelong supporter, you don't have a faint heart. Couch. He's caught on the bottom of the pack with the foot. He missed last week. He's certainly been making his presence felt tonight. (15 and 9) for the '89 Brownlow medalist.
And North Melbourne, with particularly Blakey out, are really going to have trouble shutting down all these Geelong midfielders.
Hocking from Roberts' tap. It's going to be a survival of the fittest too. They're playing at a frenetic pace. Stevens, who kicked the first goal of the game. Barnes this time punches and doesn't try for the specky. Simpson on a collision course. Nichols paddles it forward. Comes up with a football, well played. Lost his strides, cheeky. Tudor. Now Scholl. Clever handball. Underground, intercepted by Kilpatrick. He gives it straight to Rock. Rock goes in towards full forward, and Martin, Mickey Martin, has taken the mark. Best and fairest in '89, equal best and fairest in '91. Winner of the Tuck medal in '95 in the night grand final. What a turnover.
I can't say that I picked Mickey Martin getting down there to full forward.
Well, he was a champion full forward in the under-19s. One year he nearly kicked 100 goals. He kicked certainly in the 90s.
Well, let's see what sort of a kick at goal he is.
Been a few years ago since he played under-19s though, Peter.
They'd love him to kick this, the Roos supporters. He might have sneaked it in. He has. It's a goal. Well, Mickey Martin kicks a goal. That doesn't happen too often this time. 12-12 to 11-11 inside the last minute of the third quarter.
And he certainly does look like a foul. I mean, the turnover there, bad error there from Kilpatrick, but Martin really knew what was going on in the front position. And well hit.
Well, it's obvious they've been playing Mick Martin out of position for about the last 5 years. Barnes couldn't get his hands to the ball. Stevens, virtually a fresh air shot. Barnes this time to Ronnie Burns. What an exciting talent that kid is. Simpson caught high. Sean Simpson. As the siren sounds to end yet another great quarter of football. And at three-quarter time, North Melbourne 12-12-84 lead Geelong 11-11-77.
The final quarter from the MCG, North Melbourne leading by 7 points. The Cats got the break early in the third term and North came back. Carey and Barnes, mammoth punch away by McKernan. Armstrong onto that trusty left foot. Mickey Martin, who got the goal just before three-quarter time to give the Roos that little bit of a break. Relishing tonight, obviously Gary Ablett not playing. What a duel that would have been. North trying to break their runabouts against the Cats. Geelong have won the last 5. North not victorious over Geelong here at the MCG since 1989. Carey and McGrath. Almost like a rugby scrum out there. Ball shuffled out to Tudor. A late inclusion in the side. Simpson has the mark. Offloads it again. Hocking. The Cats come out of defence. Up to Colbert. Missed the mark. Roberts was pressuring him. Was that high? Yes, it was. So Dean Laidley with the free kick. Laidley to half forward. McGrath in front has taken the mark. Won the Morris Medal when he played at North Melbourne. A few seasons back now. That was in 1988, I think it was. McGrath from centre half back. Barnes, yes, backed his judgment once more. Took a specky in the third quarter. Has had a great duel with McKernan. Hall on the lead. Doesn't quite carry for him. Archer will go for the safety of the boundary line. And the ball does indeed cross the line. There is a free kick. It's going to be taken by Hall. Derek Hall's kicked 3 goals, 1 from limited opportunities. Ricardi. Couch missed it. Ball hooked over the back. Scholl, and the boundary line is his friend. He takes it over for a throw-in.
North Melbourne by 7 points. We see the ball there intercepted by Fairley. Great piece of defensive work. Young Clinton Bissell on screen there. Just wearing the one glove. Takes it out of the air. His first game of league football. Gives it across there. Brewer hits the post.
Well, that was a great piece of work from Bissell there, being able to just outbody the opponent there, collect the ball very quickly, fed out towards the back where you need to go when you're attacking and in the forward line by that little bit of space, and he found Brewer.
Anderson goes short to Stevens. Just thumps the ball back towards Carey. What a duel. And Carey's been paid the mark. And then crashes into McGrath.
It's a tight decision, that.
It was hard to see who had the most purchase on it as Carey up towards McKernan, but Colbert chips across in front. The Cats won a thriller last week against the Tigers. It's a thriller again tonight. Tudor off to McGrath. Kicks the ball straight to centre half forward. Ronnie Burns in front, has it punched away. Couch. It's been good all night. Beautiful kick by Couch. So Barnes is on 50.
It's an exceptional left foot, isn't it? That one of poor Couch's. It's really football poetry with the way he spins around here. That little bit of space, but tucking the arm under and going, and then Barnes right on 50 receives.
Kicked a goal in the first quarter. It's taken 7 marks. So it's a long bomb by John Barnes.
Well, he's good at those long goals.
Well, he kicked a couple of rippers against the Tigers, so he's got his kicking boot on again tonight. And have a look at that scoreboard, Pete. Scores a level.
How strange.
Incredible. But Barnes has done a very good job on McKernan. You know, when he's been able to put pressure on McKernan by floating to the forward line, he's done it. 2 goals tonight. Really has been a good return from that move there.
Back to the centre, and for the 15th time tonight, scores at dead level here in this clash between Geelong and North Melbourne. It's 12-12, 84 apiece. Temper's becoming a little bit frayed down there at ground level. Pickering gets hauled up. Free kick, Laidley. No disputing that mark. Carey in front.
10 marks, Pete.
Mongrel punt off the boot. But you could call it a perfect pass as Bell has grabbed it 25 metres out from goal. Good mark under the conditions. A very awkward kick to mark.
He's been very busy, Peter Bell. I mean, Scholl's been tight on him.
He kicks. He likes it. And the goal umpire says it's there. So the quick reply to North Melbourne. Carey combining with Bell, and Bell finished it off. His first goal for the night.
Well, Carey obviously having an influence on the game and the way in which he's playing at centre half forward. But Peter Bell, I think he's been very busy all night. He's something like 19 or 20 disposals there, and now picking up a goal. Very productive forward line player for the North Melbourne team.
John Barnes and Corey McKernan. Been great opponents all night. Burns taps the ball forward. Colbert bundled out of the way. Nichols with quick hands across to Armstrong. He's already kicked one great goal tonight. This one's going to drop short. Carey running with the flight of the ball. "19 kicks to Wayne Carey. 4 handballs, 10 marks, and he's kicked a goal. Started the game in the centre square. Played across half-back virtually in the first quarter as a loose man. Now playing up forward. McKernan in front. Hocking. It's been dynamic tonight. To Pickering. His partner in crime. Chips it out wide to Mensch. Kicks to space. They need a bounce here. Young Bizzle out there playing his first game. Be a big moment for him.
Very big. Actually trained with the Brisbane Bears, but was overlooked when they had the priority selection choices, and the Cats picked him up.
Might have been a bit nervous. Left one of the gloves at home tonight.
Likes Michael Jackson.
Hocking. As the ball is once more slapped forward by Laidley. The former Eagle had a terrific season last year. And one of the Kangaroos' best defenders, Roberts. Laidley tries to paddle the ball. Hocking was brought down. Stevens over the top of the ball. Couch has it, then lost it. And Simpson's poleaxed into the ground.
He's fair dinkum about his footy, isn't he, Dean Laidley? He took on Tony McGuinness last week and really took him to the cleaners. And tonight he's now got the tough job on Couch, but not distract him from doing a hard job when it comes up.
Robertson Colbert. Robert tried to make off with the footy and couldn't do so. Scoreboard at the MCG. So is Geelong 12-12. North Melbourne 13-12. The Roos by 6 points. As Trent Nichols gets himself up. A bounce to take place on centre wing. It's very foggy. Doesn't show up on screen. Hocking again. Oh, how did he find room there? Great kick by Buddha. Lands well inside 50. North Melbourne back in numbers fairly. Very clever kick. Didn't have much room to get it away from Hall, which he ultimately did. Terrific stuff from Fairley on the goal kicking once at North Melbourne. He's been down there a long time since coming from Williamstown, the oldest player on their list. Robertson Colbert. Hand pass comes out to Colbert. North are going to run it away. King, former VFA star. These two have had a great duel in the latter part of the match. Carey, will he win this one from McGrath? He does. Looking for somebody to give him support. There's no one there. Finally, Martin. Quick kick. Comes up to Bell. That came from Simpson. Bell too far out. Big mark needed here. And the big mark is a Geelong one taken by Barnes. Barnes, he kicks to the member stand side. To Brewer. Roberts chips in beautifully in front of Colbert. Well, it's been like this all night. Kick for kick, goal for goal. 15 times the scores have been level. There's some sort of a record, you'd think. Barnes again, this time punches, doesn't try for the big speck. He took a great one in the third quarter. Stevens, who got the first goal of the match. That might be too high. Still he goes, almost caught with the footy. Umpire lets it go. Couch at midfield, looking for space, can't find it. Great intercept, allows Ross Smith to kick long up to Carey and McKernan. Neither can take it. The snapshot was there. And Tudor. Now, who was that from? Was it Bell or was it Armstrong? So one behind.
Barnes has really taken over in that duel against McKernan. Really dominating play across halfback now with some very good marking and then setting up some forward moves with a good effective use of the ball.
Handy point to North Melbourne. They now lead by 7 points. Patrick, a former Bomber. In fact, I think he may have even played under 19s also at North Melbourne. So Geelong riddled with ex-North Melbourne personnel. fairly in his 199th game, says, what did I do wrong?
199 versus 1 game out there in that duel.
Bizzle to Barnes. Stevens, magnificent play by Stevens. Gave away about a foot. He's had a great duel with Hocking. I give Hocking the points so far, but you've got to admire Stevens. Laidley pumps the ball back to the edge of the square. Mansfield just couldn't hang on to the Sherrin. Well, he's been paid. So coming back to McGrath. So a free kick off the ball to Couch. 27 possessions to poor Couch. Says to Ricardi, lead out in front and I'll hit you on the chest, son. So Peter Ricardi's booted 2 goals. Hall's in front. Has it ball punched away by Archer.
Desperate stuff, isn't it?
You wonder, Brownless, I'm not sure what the state of he is, whether he's off injured or not, but a little bit extra height in the forward line now for Geelong, I think is very important.
So Dipper has just reported to us that Billy Brownless is not injured. He's just been benched as Roberts wins the tap. Armstrong. Whistle's blown. There's a Geelong free kick and it's going to Buddha. So the midfield of the Cats has been quite outstanding.
They're just too one-dimensional. Hall's the only option they've got in that forward line now. I don't care how badly Billy's playing. I think he's worth a punt in that goal square right now.
So Hocking's had 26 possessions. Yes, it's nice to have that big guy just to take that mark in a pack. So Hocking's kicks a floater. Archer fists the ball away. Quick snap. It's Simpson. Hit the post. Sean Simpson. There's Billy Brownless on screen. He's got the footy in his hand. Just rearing to go. As Anderson brings the ball back into play for the Kangaroos.
Goal the difference again. Barnes and McKernan. Almost out of bounds. Kilpatrick can't make ground to pick it up. Throw in take place 65 metres out from the Geelong goal. Almost at the halfway mark of the final quarter. The goal's hard to come by. Billy Brownless looking to come back on, and poor Couch coming off the ground. Well, you'd suggest that he would be injured because he's been absolutely fantastic. Pickering. Nichols tries to get it to and does get it to Archer. Archer swings around close to the boundary line. Mark is taken by Mansfield, but it's coming back. It's out of bounds. And the Couch looked a proper commodity going off, but according to Dipper, he's not injured. Must be just coming off for a rest, which perhaps is a little bit surprising.
And North Melbourne will have to respond now by taking Mick Martin back to full back and play on Brownless.
Smith, quick hand pass. Nichols is pinned. Is it holding the ball? Ooh, gee, that must have been very close. Players looking obviously tired now, Terry.
Well, yeah, starting to feel it now, certainly. I mean, North Melbourne have really worked extremely hard in this game. They lost 4 key players from last week's game out of injury, so much is being asked of everyone out there.
Roberts off one step. Up towards midfield or centre field. Mansfield, a little give to Colbert. McGrath on his own, clear of Carey. Hall does well with limited opportunities. He's kicked 3 goals. Martin almost. The Roos defending desperately down there. Brownless is back on. Can't do anything with the footy. Holding the ball, says the crowd. No, says the umpire. And it's been kicked through from behind. 12-14 to 13-13. Who's going to survive this match? Anderson brings it around the member stand side. Laidley, the junkyard dog, just inside the boundary line, kicks up towards centre wing. Sholly's target. Good mark over Simpson, who's legged him. And that's 50.
absolutely no doubt about that whatsoever. Scholl was looking to play on, and an illegal tackle from Simpson there. Yeah, dead set illegal. Can't do that, fella. And the umpire right in awarding a 50-metre penalty.
Well, this is a vital kick for goal. Not a bad 50. Now, Craig Scholl tonight has kicked 1 goal, 3. So taking that as some sort of a yardstick, you say he's no certainty to make this. North leading at the moment, 91 to 86. He increases their lead by 1 goal. 2 goals, 3 to Craig Scholl. The first 50-metre penalty of the night, and what a vital one it turned out to be for North. 14-13 to 12-14.
Well, mistakes at this time of day are very, very crucial. And that one, getting Scholl within 50 metres and making no mistake, really has had a high penalty rate to it.
Well, an important centre break now for North Melbourne. If they can just snag another goal, they just might have the better of the Cats. Well, this is important. Free kick, McKernan. He'll just pump the ball back to 50. Carey's on a lead. Well, a couple of quick goals can just break the game open. Great vision that time by McKernan. North led by 2 points at quarter time. Scores were level at half time. They led by 7 points at three-quarter time. And if he kicks this, they'll lead by 17 points.
That will be the biggest break of the night.
Carey, 55 metres out, it's in the square. Through for one behind. So 2 straight kicks, 12-14, 86 Geelong. North Melbourne 14-14, 98. So Pickering takes it on half back. He's got McKernan, spent most of the game on the interchange bench. Got a loose player in Colbert. He can feed the ball off to McGrath. Kicks wide, looking for bustling Billy. Look at the pace of Billy. Against mighty Mick.
Hall having a stint on the bench. 8 minutes left in the match. North Melbourne by 12 points. Roberts and McKernan. Colbert over the top. Free-border chance. Kicked away by, it was King. And the boundary line beats Pickering. Under 8 minutes left in this contest. David King, formerly of the VFL in Port Melbourne. Marty McKernan, as Kev said, had a fair stint on the bench tonight. Laidley there, bustling. Roberts tries for the front position. Fridge up in front. Roos get clear. Through the fog down to McKernan. Ball hits the deck again. King, a little give. Archer. And needs to sit for Armstrong. Clear of Pickering. Onto his left foot, but he couldn't control the kick. Out of bounds on the full. Free kick Geelong. Tanner may possibly take it. No. Now back to Pickering. Against his old side. Liam Pickering right on the boundary at right half back. King was up. Hocking, who's been fantastic for the second week in a row. Good shepherd by Barnes. Anderson in front. Fairley is there too for North Melbourne. They see it safely over the line. Been a good duel between it too. Burns and Anderson. Great skills, Burns, very exciting player. McKernan and Roberts once more. 7 minutes left in the match. Brownless comes in to lend assistance. Martin is there with him. Roberts in front. Goes defensively. Gains a few metres for his side. The refrigerator. Formerly with Sydney and then Brisbane. 11 kicks tonight, 5 marks. He's done pretty well. And kicked a couple of goals. Paul Couch to come back. Dipper said he wasn't injured. Knock away by Colbert. Down to Burns. A little give to Hocking. Hocking kicks inside 50. Martin and Brownless. And the fist from the North Melbourne fullback sees it over the boundary line in the forward pocket.
Mick Martin on screen, went up to the forward line, kicked a great goal in the third term. It's been moved back to fullback to pick up Brownless. Lee having a spell on the interchange bench. McKernan against Roberts. Anderson. Archer and McGrath. Archer's been a pretty fair player tonight up forward. He's been all over the ground, in fact. Even though his stats may not be high, he's had a couple of strong contests. Certainly he's been strong at the ball. He's kicked 2 goals. Laidley. His kick smothered. Roberts. Quick hands to Anderson. Carey. Probably his first mistake for the night, not taking the mark. They're all appealing for the free kick, but we've got a ball up on 50.
Official attendance tonight, 50,074.
So Paul Couch comes onto the ground. It's been one of their big winners tonight with 27 possessions. Barnes over the top. Colbert. Hurried kick out of defence out wide. Armstrong wanted a bounce, didn't get it, but Pickering did. Is this the bit of luck the Cats want? A bounce too favours Burns. He's off. He'll run to 50, over the top. Ricardi gives it across to Brewer. The Cats are back in it.
Well, what a crucial bounce was. You asked the question, Terry, did Armstrong, should he have gone harder at it? Well, he waited and it was the mistake, the wrong thing to do.
They had 2 great bounces.
It was. I mean, it's really, here's the kick. There's this little roll. Moment's hesitation. It was Anderson and Burns over the back. Now he's caught in doubt there. It was a fair down 15 metres he ran. But again, just to be able to, Ricardi running inside 50, finished it off. Perhaps a little luck for the Cats.
Colbert nearly out of the centre. 6 points the difference again. Plenty of time for both sides to sew this match up. Geelong with the chance. Mansfield, Carey. The skipper pressuring him. The boundary line might be too close. Did he keep it in? He's given it to Stevens. The ball's still in play. Stevens goes short. Simpson takes the mark.
Well, Carey with the 3 nearest players, all Geelong players, was tremendous work.
King got a fist to it. Couldn't control it. The ball hits the deck again. Tudor. Long hand pass. Now an opportunity for Freeborn. And at the back it's Tanner has taken the mark. Grant Tanner. The rifleman to Simpson in front of Scholl. Simpson, who gave away the 50-metre penalty earlier, which resulted in a goal. Simpson again, the climber. Stevens has come down with a football. The umpire says no mark. Well, he's going to pay it. He is going to pay it. So Simpson with the mark. Let's take a look at it again. He had first call on it. Yes, and Stevens comes down with it. So there you are. Free kick this time. And Barnesy is not happy. Now the duck, maybe too far out for him. 65 to 70 metres. He's really launched into that one. Marking contest in the goal square. McKernan! Has he kicked it? He has. Well, McFarlane had a chance.
But most importantly, McFarlane kept it alive there and kept the ball just moving around. Here, Carey really tests the Geelong defence by pumping the ball in long and hard. Anyway, McFarlane just couldn't get it off there.
Could have been a free kick, Terry, too.
Couldn't well have, but gee, agility for a big man, tremendous.
North Melbourne lead by 12 points. McKernan is booted 3. Hocking Kicks down to the half-forward line. Couch back onto the ground. Ronnie Burns. He's been great tonight. Can he set it up? Pickering. He's on 50. He's got Brewer in the square. They need some more tall timber down there. This is a long bomb. Off hands.
Might be a useful point.
Well, 11 points to diff. North in front, 104 plays 93. King to bring the ball back into play. No need to hurry, son. He's got a loose player in Fairley. Kicks a poor one. Could set up Mansfield. Hocking. Armstrong. Once more they kick it long. Carey with a fly to the ball. It's Carey versus Barnes. He's paid a free kick.
Well, Carey really had given McGrath the run around in the opening part of this quarter, and Barnes now, just the additional height has gone back to take him.
So the Cats, they need a quick goal. Time clock ticking over. They're down by 11 points. Hall, he's booted 3. Now he's on the half-back line. He's gone backwards to Shoal. They need to go forward. Simpson, still on the half-back line for the Cats. Just pops it in the air. This is anyone's ball. Punched away by Martin at ground level. Mansfield did well. To Colbert. Brewer bundled out of the way by King. And happy to see it go over the line.
And King was penalised once before for taking the ball out on the other side of the ground. He must have had interesting thoughts there as he saw that cross the line. 11 points in North Melbourne's favour. The clock shows 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this match. Just over 50,000 have been watching, and they're all still in their seats. Throw in the Cats forward pocket. Brewer trying to get clear. Geelong with the numbers down there. Brownless can't control it. Martin blocks his path to the football, and the Roos actually gain some metres with 2 minutes remaining in the contest. 11 points in favour of North Melbourne. Another boundary throw in just inside 50. Hall and Roberts, Brownless and Martin, Colbert and Archer. They all have a bit of a dip. Stevens, ooh, just inside the line. So maybe North are going to hang on. But 2 minutes left. Plenty of time for Geelong to get those 2 goals they need. King and McKernan. Colbert, great piece of work to Couch. He snaps and has missed. And the veteran will run it out. 2 bounces from Ian Fairley. Still he goes, long from half-back, he kicks to centre wing.
The kick's a poor one, it's going to favour Tanner. This is Geelong's last gasp, they need to kick a goal. Barnes. It's a daisy cutter to Couch, lost it. Driven into the ground by Laidley. Simpson traps it inside the centre square. The tackling is absolutely ferocious. Shoulder Colbert, it's hot. Big King kicks it off the ground, back to Colbert. The Cats forced backwards. Terrific mark by Laidley.
Whatever Geelong have thrown up, North Melbourne have had an answer all night. This has been a tremendous effort by North Melbourne, just full of character right throughout.
Laidley. McKernan. Another one of his trick kicks. Barnes. Back to Pickering. Time's running out for the Cats. Hall. Billy punched away by mighty Mick. Fairly be very happy for that to trickle over the line.
That might just about be the ball game. 104 to 93. Geelong need 2 goals in 30 seconds. You would think that's an impossibility. And somebody infringes in front of goal, and there's nobody down there really. Brownless gives it off. Siren just about due to go. Is that holding the ball? Mansfield tried, Scholl. The Roos are going to come away with it. Reynolds up towards half forward, and the marker's there. Rock has taken it 65 metres out. And Colbert stems the flow, but there's the siren. A thriller at the MCG with North Melbourne victorious 15-14, 104, defeating Geelong 13-15, 93.